Since 2019, Elon Musk began the process of revolutionizing the way we stream the web in order to provide high-speed internet to every inch of the planet. Starlink is the expansive constellation from Musk and SpaceX that hopes to bring the world low-latency, high-speed internet, promising no more buffering and nearly instantaneous internet in every corner of the world. Initial tests of Starlink show it can download greater than 100 megabytes a second according to SpaceX, and this is staggering in comparison to the current average internet speed, which is around 20 megabytes a second. Another advantage is supposed to be low latency, which measures delay, for example the time it takes between clicking on a web page and when the page is displayed. SpaceX says the lag is around 20 milliseconds, good enough to play the fastest games online and on par with ground-based services like fiber optic broadband. Low latency is achieved because these satellites are much closer to Earth than other satellites, with most sitting at 550 kilometers or 340 miles above the planet's surface, whereas many other satellites in orbit are at least 1,000 kilometers high. But there are disadvantages to sitting at a lower altitude. These satellites will see less of the planet, so a lot more are needed to cover the total area of the planet's surface. That's why SpaceX plans to put 12,000 satellites into orbit this year and as many as 42,000 in the future to complete the project. Considering only 9,000 satellites have ever been launched, this is a highly ambitious project from Musk. Avoiding collisions is a pressing matter for SpaceX. The satellites are equipped with tracking technology from the US military to dodge debris or other spacecraft in orbit, although a European satellite did have to maneuver out of the way of a Starlink satellite last year, and there was very nearly a collision. However, a software glitch was blamed for this incident. Over 700 Starlink satellites are now in orbit, which is enough to start rolling out public beta tests in the northern US and southern Canada. Musk has confirmed that Starlink can work on moving objects such as trains, and people can potentially use it no matter where they are at sea. SpaceX wants to test out Starlink on its drone ships, which are used to help land the boosters of the Falcon 9 rocket. A global internet is actually a step towards a bigger goal, which is building a city on Mars. In the future, Musk hopes to use Starlink technology to run processes up on Mars, and Starlink will be a vital piece of infrastructure for the colonization of Mars. SpaceX is banking on Starlink to eventually bring in $30 billion a year, 10 times more than what is currently made launching payloads to the International Space Station for NASA. SpaceX claims hundreds of thousands of people have already expressed serious interest in Starlink. If Starlink fulfills its promise of connecting the most remote locations on Earth, if it replaces poor connection with a good one, and if it is really relatively affordable, then a massive disruption is coming to the internet business.